How you doing? Andrew Pillow, 8th grade social studies, Kip Indy. And thank you for joining me on another installment of AI in the classroom. And today we are going to talk about lesson planning. Now, earlier we've talked about creating content, we've talked about grading, we've talked about lots of different things, but one of the things we haven't talked about is creating a lesson itself. So what if you have no idea what you want to do for the day, right? Creating a reading is great if you know what the reading is going to be about, or if you know that's what you're going to do. But what if you don't have any idea? Well, let ChatGPT help with that. So the example that I've been using the entire series is European colonization, because that's what I'm on right now in my class. Okay. So for example, let's say that I want to teach a lesson on the conquistadors. Okay. Well, what I would do was think about how long my class is. My class is about 50 minutes. So in a 50-minute class, okay, I need a lesson about the conquistadors' impact on Latin America. And that's exactly what I'll type in. Create a lesson plan about the impact the conquistadors had on Latin America for a 50-minute class. And you can see that it comes back. It tells me what an objective. Now, again, this objective isn't like the best objective I've ever seen, right? But you can workshop it a little bit. Materials, tells you what materials you'll need, and it gives you an introduction. It gives you the main lesson, and then it gives you some content and things like that. Now, sometimes with these lesson plans, it's going to need you to go out and find some other stuff. So, for example, one of these materials is a primary source document. So the lesson plan isn't like the content creation part, right, where this is a ready-made, out-of-the-box thing you can just put in front of students. There's still some work you have to do after the lesson plan. But it's a great start, especially when it asks for things like readings, because normally you can just create the reading right there in the same chat box, okay? Now, another cool thing about creating a lesson plan in ChatGPT is that it can take into account what you have. So I'm going to say, use the same lesson, create a lesson plan about the impact the conquistadors had on Latin America for a 50-minute class, okay? Let's say my class is longer. It's 60 minutes. And let's say we use Chromebooks in my class. Students have access to Chromebooks and the internet. Well, now it gives me a lesson based on the internet and Chromebook access, right? So students are going to use those materials that they have. So this is a great way and an easy way to get an idea about what to do for your class. Now, another helpful thing to do is to look at your state standards and create a lesson based on that. Now, your standards often are going to be greater than one class period, right? But some of them are pretty small. So let's use this one. I'm going to use analyze the causes and consequences of World War II, the War of 1812. Okay, I'm going to say create a lesson based on the following state standard for a 50-minute class. And now it's giving me a lesson on the causes of the War of 1812. Okay, so ChatGPT isn't just something that you can throw in to get deliverables, but it can also be a thought partner in how the class is taught overall. Now, again, look, if you're a good enough teacher to be here trying to get this PD, then you're probably a good enough teacher to plan your own lessons. But sometimes we just don't have time for all that, okay? and not everything is something you're going to have a good idea about. So ChatGPT can help you lesson plan as well. Join us next time for the last installment of AI in the Classroom.